1K, so maybe we'll hit it in this stream. If you guys have not subbed up, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Now, shout out to the Vil. He might be here. I just seen he liked my story. He might be here in this stream. So Drake fans assume that DJ Hed knows the mole. So now just watching that video, it kind of sounded like maybe they thought that DJ Hed was the mole or Elliot is the mole. So I'm kind of interested to see what he says here. We got 8 minutes. It's not a long video, so we're going to get into it. Shout out to the Vil again. Like I said, make sure y'all go ahead and sub up to the Vil. He's definitely a friend of the channel. Make sure y'all sub up and hit the like button on his video as well. We about to dive in, gang. Let's get it.
What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash app's at the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man, because we got to talk about this interview that DJ Hed did with Rory and Mal. There was something said, a couple things said, but one of the things that I wanted to point out right now was in regards to the mole situation that they had asked DJ Hed about. Now, obviously, this goes back to 616 in LA when Kendrick Lamar had talked about people in Drake's circle wanting to see him fall. Your entourage is only there to trouble you, only there to hustle you. All those things were said, right? These lyrics that were said right here were the first lyrics that Kendrick Lamar had said that gave Drake or others on that side the thought in their mind that there could be somebody that they know that could possibly be a mole or somebody that's leaking information.
Dog, he said 20 of them want you as a casualty. And what, 2 of them is next to you and 1 of them just don't have the audacity. Like, he went in, bro. What'd he say? 20 of them want you as a casualty. 1 of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you, bro.
That they know that could possibly be a mole or somebody that's leaking information. When DJ Hed does this interview, they ask him about the mole, or they ask a question revolving around the mole. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
Yeah, I heard
you don't think that there was a mole because you keep hearkening back to the fact that none of this was plotted or pre-planned. Do you think that there was indeed someone from the OVO camp that was providing information that Drake would have rather not been provided, that Drake would have rather not gotten out? Do you think that that happened?
Does he believe there's a mole?
I wouldn't necessarily say from the OVO camp.
An affiliate, maybe?
Perhaps.
Just an OV? An O?
Maybe. If you remember, if you go back a little bit in the timeline, when the push-ups record dropped, I'm the one who announced that it was dropping in 30 minutes.
And this was the leaked version or the version?
I said it'll be on DSPs in 30 minutes.
Okay. And again,
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Hed was the one that said that he was dropping a diss in 30 minutes. I remember where I was. I think I was working out. Do y'all remember where y'all was when push-ups dropped? I think I was working out. Or I had reacted to it and then I went to work out and listened to it again because I'm like, let me see what he's saying here. And I think I only have like the first version of push-ups. I don't even have like the one that everybody knows. I have the first version.
I said it'll be on DSPs in 30 minutes.
Okay. And again, the version that leaked?
No, he's not calling himself the mole. He's saying he got the information and was able to tell you when push-ups was dropping. I don't think he's ever going to be super clear about who the mole is if there is a mole, but maybe we can piece it together. Yeah, I know Ray dropped. We on that too next.
Okay.
Wait,
and again,
what did he drop? Did you talking about that freestyle
version that leaked, or the version that ended up being
the official song? I'm the one who said it'll be on DSPs in 30 minutes.
Okay. So
that's my answer.
Fair. And I'm going to ask a follow-up, which you probably won't answer. Do you think the person that told you that was the person that was working with both sides?
No.
Okay. So there was more than one mole.
So it was a yes. Working with both sides?
No.
So there was more than one mole.
So it was a yes.
Okay.
Fuck him.
So he basically said
no.
Follow-up, which you probably won't answer. Do you think the person that told you that was the person that was working with both sides?
No.
Does he think the person that told him that push-ups was dropping was the one that was working with both sides? So he said, no, that is not even the person.
Follow-up, which you probably won't answer. Do you think the person that told you that was the person that was working with both sides?
No.
Okay, so he said, that's not the one that's working with both sides. There's another person that was working with both sides. That person just so happened to tell me that it was dropping.
So there was more than one mole.
So it was a yes.
Okay.
Fucking with you.
Moving on.
All right. So Family Matters drops the exact same day.
Now, DJ Head, he's not saying how he knew the song was going to be on streaming platforms, but everybody online is insinuating that he knows who the mole is. People were trying to assume that he dry snitched on UMG because they're saying who else but Drake's distribution team would know about push-ups officially dropping on DSPs. A lot of people who are assuming that DJ Head is dry snitching on UMG is completely wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong for this reason, and it's the reason why DJ Head is smiling so much. It's because he was trolling Rory and Mal. You see,
I mean, he could have been. I just don't know if I don't think that that's the play. I don't know if you want to give Drake more fuel to add to the lawsuit, right? Like I don't think you want to give them more fuel to add to the lawsuit and then say, "Oh, they also then leaked to the other side." So to me, this comment right here is something that's probably going to end up getting used some kind of way. It's got 619,000 views, over 500,000 views. This MF was so thirsty to flex, he dry snitched on UMG. Who else but Drake's distribution team would know? So now they're going to say, oh, Kendrick Lamar's camp, DJ Head got information that no one else had outside of UMG. Yeah, push-ups dropped twice. Push-ups dropped like a unmastered version, and then there was a remastered version. I actually like the first one better beat-wise for me personally.
would know about push-ups officially dropping on DSPs. A lot of people who are assuming that DJ Head is dry snitching on UMG is completely wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong for this reason, and it's the reason why DJ Head is smiling so much. It's because he was trolling Rory and Mal. You see, if people don't know what All Access is, or Play MPE, or Holix is, they're not going to know exactly how a radio host is able to get information about a new song before everybody else.
Oh wait, what? Oh, the Ville. Oh, the Ville with the receipts. He like, nah, bro. He just knew that because he has access to this. Not because there was a mole. He trolling y'all. Okay.
How a radio host is able to get information about a new song before everybody else. If people don't know what All Access is and Play MPE or Holix is, let me explain to you really quick. A radio host like DJ Head, they might know a song is going to be on streaming platforms before its official release through several industry channels. Here are the most common ways. One of them being press release and industry newsletters. Radio stations often receive press release or subscribe to music industry services such as All Access, Play MPE, or Holix.
So basically, hey, there's going to be a song dropping. Y'all think it went through those avenues, though? That's very formal. It could have been, though. It could have been, though. But in that case, then we would have had the same information for, say, peace out, J-Tom. I appreciate you, dog. The same information for, say, like Kendrick, too. We would have had that, too, right?
That announce,
but we didn't know when Kendrick was dropping,
such as All Access, Play MPE, or Holix, that announce upcoming releases, including when songs will drop on platforms like Spotify or Apple Music. All Access is a music industry news and promotion site used mainly by radio professionals, labels, and promoters. The purpose is to provide radio airplay charts, music industry news, and most importantly, advance access to new singles sent to radio stations before official release. How it works is a label uploads a song with promo details, the release date, genre, artist bio, and radio programmers or DJs can preview or download them. So essentially, before an artist is about to release a song on all streaming platforms, as soon as the song is uploaded, whether it be by the artist or the label, All Access, a website like All Access, will notify DJs and other personalities that this song is set to be released. These platforms are designed to give radio hosts, music reviewers, and other industry insiders early access to songs before the general public hears them or starts to see them on streaming platforms. How it typically works is that the label or the artist uploads the song to a promo platform like Play MPE, Holix, or All Access. But honestly, it doesn't even matter with Push-Ups because Push-Ups was released way before. Drake had shared it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a version that was already out. The Mole is most likely Drake's biggest public glazer. You biggest haters are usually the ones closest to you. Yeah, man. The song was already out, so, and it wasn't mixed properly. It didn't even sound right. So I'm like, I don't know. I guess maybe pinpointing an exact time is a little bit different because it could have gone through this and they know that it's going to drop at a certain time on a certain day. But we had already heard this song
released before he actually posted it publicly. So I don't really see what's the big deal about DJ Hed knowing that the song was going to get released. I think they're just trying to create this narrative that UMG was trying to sabotage Drake by informing the radio. I think people are trying to say that DJ Hed had dry snitched on UMG because of him being a radio host and him having access. But that's not necessarily the case.
and they could add
DJ
that
Hed
to the
is a
lawsuit.
host on a radio show. There's a potential chance that he has access through All Access and is able to know these releases before they hit DSPs, which is why in the interview he says, I knew it was going to come out 30 minutes before it was released to everybody else, to the public. It's not because he's dry snitching on UMG.
But then if that's the case, then that answers a lot of the other questions too. Like, because it wouldn't just be for push-ups, right? Like when he was gonna drop Family Matters. That if that's the case, and he's seen it from here, and it's gonna be on DSPs in 30 minutes, then boom, we know when we gotta drop Meet the Grams. So if it's really that simple, it's even crazier because you think there's a mole in the camp, but if it's really just that easy, then that kind of removes a little bit of the allure of it all. I'd like to believe that there was a mole and somebody told him and we're going to step on it because we know when you're going to drop it. So that's what I'm thinking. What up, Jims? Like the vid. Yes, make sure I hit that like button. I appreciate you.
It's because he's using the tools available to DJs and radio hosts to know these things before everybody else. But like I said, the narrative is that he's going to try to dry snitch on UMG. I think people that are saying that he's dry snitching on UMG aren't really educated on how being a DJ for the radio works. People that work for radio do get early access. And this could be the common explanation of how DJ Hed knew this information beforehand. But obviously, there's the other ways the song could get played, other reasons, digital distribution services. If the song is already on DistroKid, TuneCore, all these other websites that you're not familiar of or heard about, these are songs that people could put on and set a release date. Insiders may see the information through the back-end tools and all that, right? So if you use DistroKid, TuneCore, these are websites that people use to
just like sneakers, right? Like just like sneakers. We know when the shoe's gonna drop before they drop because they don't post the shoes the day it's gonna drop. They put the shoes on the back end. We can see the stock numbers. We can see how, when they supposed to drop, what the style of drop is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a raffle? Is it gonna be you know what I'm saying? Is it just gonna be first come, first serve? So people on the back end probably could see it and be like, yo, Drake got a track that's about to drop. We don't know what the name of it is or whatever, but it's gonna drop in 30 minutes or drop on this day. So I could see that too, being a little bit more tech savvy with it. I could see that too.
Post their songs individually by themselves, personally, whatever. So if somebody uses a website like DistroKid to post their music, there could be a chance that people could use the back tools to look and see if they posted it. If it was posted this way, I'm just giving you another example. Obviously, the other example is if a label or record label is trying to promote the record. In this case, I don't think that was really what was going on. Drake promoted the record through Academics. Drake had played the record Push-Ups on Academics live stream. That's when everybody had first heard the song and legitimately knew that it was a real song by Drake. Drake used Academics to promote Push-Ups. He didn't use the record label at all. I think DJ Hed being aware of Push-Ups going on all platforms was him using his tools as a DJ. And at the same time, he's trying to troll Rory and Mal.
Facts.
That's why he has a big smile on his face.
That's why he said
because
no.
He knows what he was doing by responding this way.
So there was more than one mole.
So,
but then again, them using that and trying to spin that narrative as he's snitching on UMG is just crazy, bro.
yes.
Okay.
Fucking with you.
Moving on.
All right. So Family Matters drops the exact same day.
Like I said,
look that little smirk. Like they really don't know what I'm saying.
Getting them to overthink, getting them to think. But for sure, I don't think that DJ Hed was dry snitching on UMG. And I don't think that UMG is the mole for Drake. I do think that Drake probably thinks that they are. That's how it feels in the lawsuit. He feels like they're attacking him and stuff. But UMG to me is not the mole. And DJ Hed isn't dry snitching on anybody, bro. I think he's using tools like All Access and all these other websites to try to find out if this song is going to come out and when this song is going to come out. Why? Because it's his job. He has to do that. That's what he gets paid to do. But I thought it was interesting because of the way he kind of like messed with them a little bit here.
Right.
Trying to get him to think, how does he know this? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, DJ Hed, I think he was pulling a fast one on them. I think he was trying to troll them. I think he was trying to mess with them a little bit. I don't think it was anything serious, but everybody online is clipping this and trying to say that he dry snitched. I don't think
I think they're trying to clip it because I think that if they can use it and build it as a part of the case, then they will. And then maybe he'll have to come out and say the way that I knew this is because of this, not because of UMG giving me any sort of information. But I think people typically use any sort of, if you give them an inch, bro, they'll take a mile. And I think he gave him an inch. It's funny if you know, and other DJs come out and say, yo, bro, this is how he knew. I saw it. We all saw it. He just not telling you that because he letting the moment rock. You know what I'm saying? He just letting it rock and not gonna tell you, he not gonna, give you the game. Just in case, for further down the line, if this happens again, we're gonna be looking there again to see when it's gonna drop. So, but I definitely think that people are trying to use this.
Dry snitch, bro. I think he's using his tools like any other DJ would to find out access to new music. And that's how he got the drop on the push-ups record. I don't think UMG's the mole. I don't think that DJ Hed snitched on anybody. I think this is just something that people are unaware of because they don't DJ often. I kind of had to look up this stuff and see how DJ Hed would actually know. And this is the information that I found. But you could tell me what you think nonetheless. You could tell me how you feel in the comments. Shout out to DJ Hed for doing this. This was a very entertaining podcast to watch. Shout out Effective immediately.
You know what?
Gina Views, all that, bro. Y'all tell me how.
I did not watch that entire interview, and a lot of people were like, yo, you should definitely react to the entire interview. And I'm just like, it was 2 hours long. It's a little bit late now, so I don't know if we'll get to that. But my take on this, I don't think that Drake fans are assuming that DJ Hed knows the mole. I still believe that there are people on Drake's side that were sharing information. It may not have been this information specifically. I do believe that there's probably a way for people to, for them to see, or insiders to see, when the music was going to drop, and they use that to their advantage. Even if UMG was the mole, I just don't think that side would give up that much information so they can use it against them in court. Because I'm telling you, we're gonna see this added too. But that's my take. All right, we got a couple more topics. Let's get it.